Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me Jordan. Happy New Year.
Yes, 2021 is here.
2021 is here. Hopefully this is going to be a better year for everyone, guys. You know what I mean? Got to be optimistic, man. Stay positive and that.
I think we're all happy to see the back of 2020.
Yeah, I back that. But we start, guys, with our first transfer roundup of the year. Obviously, I don't know if we've told you, I think we have in one of the videos, but throughout January, we will be doing a video every single day, reviewing what's going on with the transfer news. A lot's already been happening. It's already been popping off, man, and so we'll get through that straight away. Before we get going, though, guys, we're going to set a like target. What are we going for? 600 again?
600, Bray.
600 likes for this video, guys, if you'd help us towards that. We always, when we check it and we get it, we're buzzing. The last couple we've not hit, so that's been a bit disappointing. I always say, guys, if you're one of the first few people to watch this video, you need to set us up on like a good path in it. So
set the momentum for the rest of the guys.
If you're a notification gang, smash that like button, go for 600, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also, guys, if you want your name on the bottom of the screen, become an extra good member, link in the description. Right, okay, as always, start with the outgoings, and this man, we talk about him on every single transfer roundup. Let us know in the comments if you just want us to sack this guy off in future, but yeah, who we got, bro?
It's Eric Garcia, and everyone just, you know what I mean, in future, yeah, like Lewis said, it just been the Garcia news, because I feel like it's just a wheel that's just revolving of the same information. I
seen though, bro, just before you get into the links here, I seen that again. Pep Guardiola's coming out and saying that he's still trying to get him to sign him. I don't get why we're trying to sign him. We've got 4 centre backs now.
I know.
Why are we still just get rid of this guy, man? But anyway, sorry, bro, go on.
We've got informed John Stones. We don't need this guy anymore. Well, on that, apparently Pep and City were trying in every way possible to convince Garcia to stay, renew his contract. However, the player only wants to return back home to Barcelona, and apparently he's going to join the club in the summer. And that's Fabrizio Romano, which leads me on to the next thing, which is Barcelona plan to announce an agreement with City in January. So this month we'll probably see like an agreement for it, because Garcia's a free agent next summer, and I think that's to reduce the risk of them losing out on him and him going somewhere else. But I don't think that's going to happen anyway. And that's the tactic from it's announced signing like in January for the summer, so that that keeps him from renewing at City. And to be fair, I hope they do that, because then it'll stop Pep Guardiola trying to convince him, you know what I mean? I feel like nothing will stop his relentless push to try and keep Garcia at his club. Yeah, he loves him so much.
He's a little puppy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is. And that's both Fabrizio Romano and Hagrid on that.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, that just needs to go now. The next player, not spoke about him for a while, but it's Jayden Braff, guys, in the academy, never been given a go at City. Apparently, Borussia Dortmund are interested. £8 to £10 million is the rumoured fee. Yeah, and also we're looking, obviously, at Haaland you'd expect in the summer. So could there be some sort of business here, like a little part exchange type thing? Now, I've said for quite a while that we should have sold Jayden Braff. For me, he's a good player, but I don't think he's top level, the level that we're looking for. I also felt that we should have sold him in the summer, because I knew for a fact he wasn't going to play. So it's pointless keeping him. We should have tried to sell him. Now, this fee for me is a little bit on the low side. We sold Rabbi Matondo for around £7 to £10 million, and I do think that he's better than Matondo. So I do think that we should be looking for around the 13 to 15 million mark. I don't know whether that's pushing it a little bit, but I definitely think we should be getting more than we did for Matondo. I saw both of these players quite a lot, and I do think that Braff's one level above Matondo, but maybe one level below Sancho. We'll obviously sell him, and you know, at the end of the day, we did a video for our extra club members, tier 2s and 3s on the academy. If you want to go watch that tier 2 and 3, you can go watch it. But it's basically on the whole academy situation. And at the moment, I just feel that it's a bit of a money churner. And a lot of these players just are not getting game time. So it does look like Braff's on the way out. You know, people question his attitude, whether this is in response to that City just not prepared to give him any minutes. You know, you got to work hard and you got to have a good attitude, and
that's something in Pep Guardiola's side. Your attitude has to be right, and I feel like that is the baseline for it all. Baseline.
Put a dunk on it. Dunk.
That's the full. Yeah, I mean, that's the full thing for it. But
yeah, man.
I feel like I agree. I think Jayden just needs to go. move elsewhere and get a career, because it worked for Sancho. I don't see why it wouldn't work for him.
Yeah, and we get a bit of money out of it.
And we get cash in it, and the money churning academy keeps churning on.
Incomings.
Yes, it's time for the favourite part, isn't it? Everyone's favourite bit of the video is the incomings, because no one really cares about outgoings, because they're all getting off. You want people coming in, the fresh faces. And first of the fresh faces is someone that's kind of another one revolving around the wheel. Is David Alaba. Obviously, the guys at Bayern Munich. He's a quality guy. He can play left back. The rumours in the summer were that he doesn't want to play left back or in the defence anymore, that he wants to be pushed into midfield now. And that's his role. Apparently, Pep Guardiola is a big fan of him. We've known that for time. City thinking about making a move, offering him a place in midfield. The player's more open to reunion with Guardiola, but his preferred move would be to Real Madrid. That's redaction via Sport Witness, and that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me, because the rumours in the summer were that he doesn't want to come to England. Yeah,
well, this is an interesting one, this, because we obviously, you'd think that we're probably going to go in for a midfielder in this summer. Maybe not in January. I don't know. Obviously, we might get him in January. Who knows? But we've never really considered Alaba as a sort of DM. We've always considered him as a centre back or a left back. Now, obviously, we've seen him play centre mid before for Bayern Munich, so it's kind of funny that we've never really considered him for that. And we talk about Zakaria, whether we're going to get him or Benassa, and we've never really properly considered Alaba as a potential centre midfielder. Now, it makes sense. The price, whether you're going to go for him in January or the summer, it'll be very low. Obviously, you get him in the summer, it's a free transfer. This could have legs. Now, the only issue is, we've been not told, but we've seen rumours that he doesn't really want to come to England. I think he wants to go to like somewhere else, like Spain or something like that.
And apparently he wants big cash as well.
He wants big cash, but obviously if you get him on a free, that's not
weighs
too
out,
bad.
doesn't it?
Yeah. He doesn't want to play left back. However, obviously if you're going to sign him as a DM, and then you have to slot him in left back for a couple of games, I'm sure he'd be not asked that. I just don't think he wants to sign for a club and play left back. But this could be a good solution, because if you sign him as a proper centre midfielder, and you keep Rodri, you keep Gundogan, then you've got him as your CM. But then say Mendy gets injured or whatever, you can then slot him in left back and put Rodri back in the midfield. So it could be a smart move. We'll have to see what happens.
It's crazy that how we've kind of overlooked that possible link up. We have completely
overlooked it.
And that obviously, like you say, that could have legs. That could be a legit thing that City are thinking about. You know what I mean? He's diverse in his different places, isn't it? So
yeah. Let's move on to the next one then. Tete from Shakhtar Donetsk are looking at possibly offloading him. Two clubs have got an eye on him, are City and Real Madrid now. He's only 20 years old. This is by Sport Witness. I don't really know a lot about this guy, even though we've played Shakhtar a few times in the recent years. So let us know in the comments section below. What do you think on Tete? He's a good player? You think that he's good enough to come into our team? He's another very young player. You know what I mean? I feel that at the moment, I do feel that we need some more experience in our team. When Pep first came in, we had a really old team. He then reduced the age massively. We grew up, with the Sanes and the Sterlings, got a little bit older, and then we've obviously got Varane. I just think that we need to get a little bit more experience in that. I think we need to be looking at sort of the 24 to 27 years age bracket, in my opinion. But let us know. Have you seen much of Tete? Will he fit our team? Let us know in the comment section below, guys.
Yeah, that's the way doing it. We'll keep doing stuff like that. Like, you can let us know throughout this transfer window, because there'll be a number of players that me and Lewis have no idea about that we've never seen before. And another one that I've actually never seen before is Dario Sarmiento. This one's been going for quite a while. It's going in the summer and that. It's been going I feel like they've been working on this throughout the off transfer window part, and then apparently City have completed a deal to sign the Estudiantes winger. He's only 17, but he's going to join next summer. Well, this summer now, in 2021 and that. Apparently the two clubs agreed a €6 million deal, which includes a 20% capital gain on a future sale. If the deadline on the clause expires, Estudiantes receive another €6 million. The City could end up paying around 12 million for him, which is El Dialp Sport Witness.
It's interesting, this one, isn't it? Because we do this a lot. We buy a lot of these players from South America, and a lot of them will just never make it. But at these kind of prices, you can see why we're doing it, because, if he's half decent, we will make our money back on this completely. So for City, it's a win-win, because either he smashes it and he ends up in the first team, or we sell him. And it's very unlikely these days, if you're a half-decent player, that you're going to get sold for less than £12 million. And look at Solanke, 20 million, you know what I mean? it's a perfect example. You don't have to be a good footballer nowadays to be worth a shitload of cash. So he comes in, and unless he absolutely flops, we will make our money back, make a profit, or he'll end up in the first team. It's a win-win. It's a good move from the club.
The CFG cash cow, isn't it?
In terms of cash generation and business sense, it's perfect. Whether or not we'll end up seeing him in a blue shirt, you know, probably is unlikely, because we've signed a lot of these players and they never make it. But we should make our money back. Right, last but not least, a bit of a weird one. It came out of nowhere, but Christian Falk from CF Bayern is saying Man City are preparing a €100 million offer for Tottenham striker Harry Kane. Now, this is kind of a weird one, because obviously I think everyone wants Haaland. You know, everyone's saying they want Haaland, but I think at the same time, if we ended up getting Harry Kane, I don't think you get that many people moaning. But there's a couple of things that I think are a bit sketchy about this link. First of all, 100 million, it's not even pounds, it's euros. that ain't happening, guys. You know what I mean? He only signed a 5-year deal, I think, maybe a year or two ago. So I think probably, for me, in my opinion, you know, I think you're going to be looking at something like 150 million, and that's pounds, not euros as well.
I think 150 million pound minimum.
Yeah, I don't see Levy selling him for less than that, you know what I mean? And also, I feel that if you're going to make a move for Kane, for me, I would have made it a couple of years ago when they were kind of crap. You know, they're getting Mourinho in now, obviously, and they're doing all right. Harry Kane's probably sitting there. Because when people were talking about the Harry Kane, it was, oh, why is Harry Kane just going to stay at Tottenham when he's not going to win anything? Well, they might win stuff now with Mourinho. They're looking a lot better of a side. And would you put it past Tottenham winning stuff now with Mourinho? You know, I don't think so. I think they could go and win the Prem now. You know, they got a decent team, obviously, with Son and Kane up top. And I just think the time for getting Kane, I think we've missed it. I think if anyone was going to get Kane, you should have got it maybe a year or two ago, when, you know, they got to a Champions League final and got absolutely battered. And it was sort of like, yeah, Tottenham are never going to win anything, you know what I mean? And then you go and get him, and he's got to think about, does he want to become a legend at Tottenham or actually want to win trophies? He could do both now, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think the time's gone. Would I be gutted? Obviously, I'm not going to be gutted if we signed him. I think he's a mint striker, and I think he scores goals in any team. However, for me, at that sort of price, 150 million, I think I'd rather go and get Haaland. And Haaland might be a little bit more of a risk because he's never played Prem. He's a lot younger, but I just think he's top class. And yeah, for me, would you rather have, bro, Kane or?
I'd rather have Haaland. For me, if we sign Kane, the Haaland dream just definitely dies with that. And I really want Haaland. And I think Haaland gives me Mbappe vibes in future. Kane is very good and he is a bagsman, and he'll guarantee you goals. He will. The goals that Aguero is currently not doing for us, or when Aguero leaves won't be there. Kane will provide that, because you know what I mean, everyone knows that he bags goals. He does get injured from time to time as well, but still he will bag for you. But I'd much prefer to go and activate Haaland's release clause and let him choose, like, hopefully choose us. I'd much prefer us to deal with Raiola and then deal with Daniel Levy.
Yeah, that's the thing as well, guys. People are saying, oh, we won't deal with Raiola, but we'll go and deal with Daniel Levy, who's not exactly easy to deal with. So we'll have to keep our eye on it. I think there's something in here from City. I think City are sort of letting Borussia Dortmund know.
We're being clever.
Hey, if you're going to be dicks with us, we do have other options, you know what I mean? And obviously you got Patson Daka, who we've been linked with as well. So I think City are just sort of, you know, playing the cards here, playing a little bit of a game with Borussia Dortmund and saying, don't think that we're all in on Haaland. There are other options available. And if you start asking silly money for Haaland, then we will go and get someone else.
As well, that report there has come from Christian Falk.
From Germany.
Which is weird. It's a weird thing for an English transfer to come from a guy who's predominant in the German transfers. So for me, yeah, it makes sense that City have kind of put the feelers out there, that sent that kind of information across. They've got it in Germany, so Borussia are like, oh, they have options and that.
But then, be an interesting one. Let us know in the comment section below. Who would you rather have, Haaland or Kane? Obviously, Haaland, young, a bit more of a risk, but looks absolutely phenomenal. You're getting for a longer period of time, given his age. Or would you rather have Kane, sort of a guaranteed bagsman, but you are paying a hell of a lot more money, probably more money than Haaland, and you've got a more limited time, again, because he's a bit older. Let us know in the comment section below, guys. Obviously, we are doing these transfer videos every single day. It's a bit of a graft, so smash the like button on it. We really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one.